Chapter 61. I'll tell Prime Minister Jiang to surprise us on a night raid. We'll escort our family into the west gate of the city and seize Zheng Lun to redeem our crimes. If it hadn't been for Lu Yu and Ying Hong, we would have gone over long ago. His son answered. When the letter was written late that night, Su Chuanzhong fixed it to an arrow and shot it into the city. Nan Gongguo found their missive and brought it immediately to the Prime Minister's mansion. Jiang Ziya read it with great delight. The following day, he issued orders. Huang Feihu and his sons were to make a frontal attack, while Deng Zhougong was to attack from the left and Nan Gongguo from the right. Nijia was to lead the reinforcements. Zheng Lun, Liu Fu, and Gou Zhang returned to the Shang camp. We've lost His Highness Ying Hong and now must send an urgent report to Zhaoge for reinforcements. They petitioned. We'll see about that tomorrow. Su Hu replied. Everyone returned to their own tents while Su Hu made preparations for that night. At dusk, the Zhou army left the city, and at the second watch, a cannon sounded in the night. Huang Feihu fought into the front camp without meeting serious resistance, while Deng Zhougong and Nan Gongguo closed in from the left and right. Zheng Lun hastily mounted his fiery-eyed monster and engaged Huang Feihu and his sons. Liu Fu rushed out to meet Deng Zhougong in the left camp, and Gou Zhang resisted Nan Gongguo in the right. The gate of West Qi City was opened wide to send reinforcements where they were needed and to receive Su Hu and his family. Liu Fu found himself no match for Deng Zhougong and was soon slashed down from his horse. Gou Zhang turned to flee from Nan Gongguo, but Huang Tianxiang struck him a mortal blow. The souls of both flew to the terrace of creation. The Shang army scattered, leaving only Zheng Lun fighting a valiant battle. With a swing of his cutlass, Deng Zhougong knocked Jin's club from his hand, dragged him by the belt across his saddle, and threw him on the ground. He was bound up at once. At dawn, Jiang Ziya took his seat in the Silver Security Hall and listened as his generals reported their merits. When Su Hu was ushered in and knelt down, Jiang Ziya said, "Please get up, Marquis. Your virtue is known to all. You're not the type for petty loyalties. You're a real hero to give up your position and cleanse the name of your descendants. We all admire you. We're guilty of serious crimes. We feel unworthy of the kindness and generosity you've shown us by granting us our lives." Su Hu and his son answered. When the courtesies between Jiang Ziya and Su Hu were over, Jiang Ziya ordered, "Bring in Zheng Lun." Zheng Lun stood upright and refused to kneel down. He glared fiercely at Su Hu without saying a word. "Zheng Lun, how can you be so ignorant? Why don't you kneel down and beg for your life? How dare you be so rude?" Jiang Ziya reprimanded. "You fool!" Zheng Lun shouted. "We're enemies. It's been my bad luck to have been betrayed by my own commander. I'm ready to die. Why all this talk? Take him out and cut his head off." Jiang Ziya ordered. As Zheng Lun was pushed out, Su Hu moved forward and knelt before Jiang Ziya. "Prime Minister, Zheng Lun deserves death, but he's loyal, reliable, and highly skilled. Generals like him are hard to come by. I beg you to pardon him." Jiang Ziya raised Su Hu to his feet with a smile. "I know he's an outstanding general. I only issued the order in the hope that you would talk him over. I'll set him free as you've advised." In great delight, Su Hu went out to see Zheng Lun. As he approached, Zheng Lun lowered his head and stood in silence. "General Zheng, why can't you see the situation? An old proverb says, a hero must be quick to analyze the situation. The country is split by war, and there's no one who doesn't wish to rebel. King Wu already has 2/3 of the kingdom as a clear indication of heaven's will. Jiang Ziya will soon march toward the tyrant. General, repent and ask Prime Minister Jiang to forgive you. Otherwise you'll only die in vain." Zheng Lun heaved a long sigh but still remained silent. "General Zheng, I've done my best. Act as a great general would. Do not die in vain. If you're ashamed to serve a second master, think about Huang Feihu, Deng Zhougong, and all the others who've come over to Zhou. Are they all disloyal? No, not at all. When the king becomes so wicked, he's no longer qualified to rule. If he himself hasn't rebelled against heaven, how can the whole nation rebel against him? General. The old saying goes, a worthy minister selects the master he'll serve. Think it over carefully. Can't you see that the generals sent by the tyrant have all come to nothing? Don't fool yourself any longer, General. You can have a bright future if you listen to my advice. As he listened, Zheng Lun felt as if he had just awakened from a dream. He sighed. Without your help, I would have never come to my senses. But I'm afraid the generals under Prime Minister Jiang will object to my joining their forces, as I've offended them too many times. Don't worry about that. They're very generous and they're sure to be pleased by your change of mind. I'll talk to the Prime Minister once. Su Hu reassured him. Su Hu returned to the hall and bowed before Jiang Ziya. Zheng Lun's willing to surrender, but he's worried that your generals might still hold a grudge against him. How can that be? We're now no longer enemies. Jiang Ziya replied with a smile. He ordered that Zheng Lun be ushered in. Zheng Lun entered and apologized on his knees, but Jiang Ziya helped him up. General, I've long admired your loyalty, courage, and righteousness. We can all forget our past grudges. He then took Su Hu, Su Chenzhong, and Zheng Lun to the palace. King Wu ordered a grand banquet be held in honor of the newcomers. The news of Su Hu's surrender greatly alarmed Han Rong. He immediately sent a messenger to Zhao Ge. If you want to know the outcome, please read the next chapter.